The Philippines now have an extra runner up top. And a player with plenty of energy to spare. Cesar was looking for her fellow substitute. Guiyu pokes it away.
Yeah, and Guiyu's just moved over to the right-hand side, and Frillis is up front now. Just some extra legs to just work alongside Bolden. The Philippines is, being drowned out a little bit in terms of possession. And having that option up front just to press balls in good areas is going to be helpful to help manage this game.
Panyasuk, entry pass cut out by Savitsky. Frillis holding up play beautifully well. Lovely drop on the shoulder, and Frillis is free. Unable to find a fellow red shirt. Frillis showing her capabilities in the first few minutes on the pitch. And she's been one of those players who's had the opportunity to come out through the ranks of the youth teams. And Alan Stajic placing a lot of confidence in her to put her in this match and throwing her into the final. And Haley Long taking exception to that little push. And you see Kanyanat Chetabutter getting involved. Let's take a look at that one more time. Little push from behind. And Haley Long upsets. Wanted to have a little bit of a conversation with Alisa Rukpinic. And Chetabutter getting booked for her extracurricular involvement. Quite a few in the book now.
Well, when you're representing your country at any level, it's a passionate affair. What more when it's a AFF Cup final? I mean, Thailand will not very often be in this situation, finding themselves 2-0 down with 15 minutes to go.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to announce that the official attendance for tonight's final match is 8,257.
And there it is. Announcer making it clear. Over 8,000 in attendance, if I heard that correctly. What a crowd here at the Rizal Memorial Stadium, and all of the thousands who have shown up making themselves heard here tonight as they work to get the Filipinas over the line. Frillis called for the foul, a clear tug on the shorts. And Thailand have not given up here. And one goal can turn this game on its head.
I think, Jing, we've reached the point of the game now where if the Philippines scores a goal, it's game over. And if the Thailand scores a goal, we're being for a serious end to this very well-contested cup final.
It's been tight in terms of shots on target. 5 for the Philippines, 3 for Thailand. And the Chabacao have certainly had a much better second half. But they're running out of time. They were in the final in 2019 in the last edition of this competition, fell short against Vietnam. They're in danger of falling short once more, this time against a country that has never made it to a final before, but are 2 goals ahead. It's forming into quite the rivalry between these two teams. And Thailand getting the better of the Philippines in the SEA Games and in their first meeting in this edition of the competition. But the Philippines getting the better of Thailand in the Asian Cup with World Cup qualification on the line, and tonight potentially with the AFF Championship. Lovely touch. Rides the challenge well. Sang Rawi cuts it back, and the shot is over the bar. The substitutes combining well, as Alisa Rukpinij was on the end of that, but under a lot of pressure from Sarah Egesvik. And that was enough to put off the substitute. And what a moment for Thailand. Fantastic move.
That's the importance of having your holding centre mids that have got good engines on them, and Egesvik has been, you know, almost flawless in the middle, working so hard. I mean, not too involved on the ball. We've been chasing a lot of possession in this second half, but in terms of being defensive and getting the right side of players and making it hard for Thailand to play, they've been limiting all the time.
Crunch time. It's all about holding your nerve now for the Philippines. And for Thailand, it's about finding a bit of inspiration, a bit of magic. Bolden into the path of Carly Frillis. She's one-on-one with her marker. Sends the ball in early for Serena Bolden. She's been lively since coming on, Carly Frillis. Just hasn't produced an end product quite yet.
Yeah, good work on the right-hand side, lifting it a little high for Bolden. But at times, the Philippine attack is a little bit isolated now. I mean, that's understandable. It's very late in the game. A lot of energy. There's been a lot of distance covered by the players, and in transition, not quite as willing to, you know, join in. But also, we've got to remember that we do have defensive responsibilities as well.
Long wins that one. Into the final 10 minutes. Spreading it over to the right flank. And just beyond. Peng Nam making the run for it. And she's been relentless in this game, working very hard for Thailand. She's gonna need to dig deep a little bit longer. Slip from McDaniel on the goal kick, straight to Pramnak. And Kanyanat Chetabutter knows the drill. Olivia McDaniel shaving off a precious few seconds off the clock.
And this can be the frustrating part of the game for a team that's 2-0 down. And as long as the Philippines can stay professional, make sure that they can just get themselves on the ball and, you know, create a few phases of play which, you know, do help take the minutes away from Thailand, because Thailand are the ones who have got to make the move. They're the ones who have got to make sure that they push and take risks. The Philippines doesn't need to take risks.
And that's the scenario, the difficult scenario that Thailand have to face. All the risks need to be taken by the blue shirts. The Philippines have the luxury of simply shutting things down. Panyasok calling for calm from Thailand. And a loose touch. And a tussle won by Quinley Quesada. What a shift she's put in as well. Always a willing battler, Quinley Quesada. Egesvik looking to deliver this one into the box. Bolden gets ahead to it. And safely into the hands of the goalkeeper. The Philippines really trying to take advantage of their physicality. Every chance they get, they send it into the box.
Yeah, it's about playing the percentages sometimes, and I mean the Philippines is 2-0 up. They've only got to make it happen one more time, and I think over the last 2-3 minutes, Thailand showing a little bit of fatigue. I mean, being a little bit careless on the ball, and every time that the ball goes out for a throw-in, the Philippines is in control of the tempo of the game, and Thailand need to get that back if they're going to get themselves back into it.
Tidily done between the two center mids, but shown a bit too much to Egesvik. Coward, alert to the danger. And looking to send one in behind, and it's straight to Olivia McDaniel. She's been called into action quite a bit, Olivia McDaniel. But she's been secure when called upon. Forced backward, Panyasok's ball is loose. Guiu threads the needle to Frillis. Bolden looking to take on her marker. Bolden gets to the end line and wins a corner kick. And quite a collision between her and Pilawan. And both sets of players feeling it. Look at that from Serena Bolden. Not much time remaining, but she's still putting in the effort, Serena Bolden. It looked like as she was trying to find her footing, she had made contact with the defender. Who must be exhausted as well at this stage of the game. The stretcher is out immediately for Thailand. And not a good sign. It looked like Serena Bolden might have made contact with her head or her face just as she was trying to catch her positioning. It was certainly not intentional, and she was very apologetic after. And a little worrying here as Pilawan will be stretchered off. Which means they will be down to 10 momentarily and might be forced into a change here. But a corner kick is coming And they will be without one of their key defenders. And we hope Ponpirun Pilawan is all right. And hopefully won't be any lasting damage to the defender. But it's enough that she won't be able to continue in this game. And substitute Dipkrita Onsamay is about to come on, and she enters the fray now.
Substitution for Thailand. Number 4, Ponpirun Pilawan, replaced by player number 23, Dipkrita Onsamay.
Free kick, or rather corner kick, for the Philippines. Sarah Egesvik sends it into the box. So close as Bolden made contact. It's going to be another corner kick. And Bolden making a nuisance of herself. Didn't know too much about it. One more corner kick to come. Sarah Egesvik, her delivery into the box. A third for the Philippines. Serena Bolden finally gets it. The nail in the coffin. There's no coming back from that. Just rewards for Serena Bolden, who has been tireless once more for the Philippines. Bolden gets her head to it, and into the back of the net it goes. Might have come off a defender's foot, but it was goal bound, and that will count as Serena Bolden's goal, and that has to be it, Darren.
Well, that would do it. It come from another set piece. It was 2 back-to-back deliveries from Egesvik, which just managed to open it all up. It's a good ball in, and of course it was Bolden. Of course it was her. She was due a goal. She's been absolutely outstanding from start to finish. I know sometimes we talk a lot about number 9s. She's led this line, and she's put ourselves in the situation now where Thailand would need something close to a miracle now to take this away from the Philippines.
Into added time now. What a time to be a Philippine football fan. They dared to dream at the start of this competition, and now they are set to achieve what many would have thought was unthinkable not too long ago.
There we saw 3 minutes go up on the board, but we've already had 1 minute of that.
And Thailand, fair play to them. Still looking for a way back into this game, but now the Rizal Memorial Stadium is alight. It's well and truly party time now.
The substitutions,
Perfect fashion. Sophia Harrison, what a tournament for her, back from injury and winning a title. Serena Bolden comes off to a standing What a player.
Savitsky's been excellent. So has Harrison and so has Bolden. I mean, they've worked throughout the whole campaign. They should enjoy the moment as the crowd appreciates what they've done.
Into the match is 17-year-old Bella Flanagan, Dom Randall, and Jessica Miklat.
Player number 4, Jacqueline Savitsky, replaced by player number 9, Jessica Miklat. Player number 16, Sophia Harrison.
We're well into the 3 minutes added on.
Dominic Randall.
Just moments away. Miklat getting on the ball as cheers of Ole ring around the Rizal Memorial Stadium. The Philippine women's team set to inspire a nation. They caught the attention by qualifying for the World Cup, and now they're about to achieve what no other team in the Philippines has done before, and they're doing it in front of the home crowd. Not much time remaining. The referee has looked at her watch. There it is! The Philippines are your 2022 AFF Women's Champions. Right here at the Rizal Memorial Stadium in Southeast Asia.
Yes, tonight we sit at the top of Southeast Asia. What a fantastic performance. It's been a well-calculated campaign from the coaching staff. They've done everything right from start to finish. And you could just hear this crowd and you could just see what it means. I can't been involved in this a long time, Jing, and I just could not wait for this moment to happen. And it's somewhat surreal, somewhat a journey. What a group of players, what a moment.
3-0 the final score. Jessica Coward got us started in just the 7th minute. Katrina Guillou followed up before the 20-minute mark, and it wasn't until the very end that Serena Bolden sealed the victory, and it had to be Serena Bolden.
Put together a squad as special as this. It's been coming. And now we can finally say that we have a championship side, a national team that has won a trophy.
That's right, Darren. The Philippines are finally champions. They've been waiting a long time to get to this stage, and they did it in fantastic fashion. A 4-0 drubbing of the reigning champions of Southeast Asia to make it into the final and up against the most successful team in this region. A 3-0 victory in the final. This wasn't by chance. This wasn't by luck. This is a fully deserved title for the Philippines.
Well, it comes in eras, and this is most certainly the start of what is going to be a fantastic era for not just Philippine football, but obviously for the girls' football. This is going to be so inspiring. I mean, I'm a dad now of 3 girls myself, and I just can't wait to see my girls out on the field playing, inspired by these. And I'm sure there are just loads and loads of girls at home watching this thinking, what do I need to do to be out there on that field, experiencing what these girls are experiencing right now as they take their lap of honor for the Philippines.
A victory lap for a squad that has achieved so much over the last few months, and they've capped it off here in the Philippines in magnificent fashion. Unbelievable.
I just think how fit they are. I mean, they've just finished a campaign, and I mean, they're getting around that pitch quicker than what most people can get around a pitch. And the crowd tonight, the crowd, Jing, they played a huge, huge, huge part. Huge part.
Coach Alan Stajic, an ovation for the Australian who has masterminded this resurgence